Good to see you.
Cycle the forth, the Dverga. The fair Gorta have discovered my presence. They hunt me deep into the evenings, poking their torchlit skulls into every nook and fasting. I cannot tarry here, not for long. It's become apparent that the Dverga were the last civilized race to inhabit Gallows End, if you can call the dwarves civilized. Remnants of their dominion scar the isle from top to bottom, culminating in the great keep of Gravehal in the south. However, I can locate no reference to such a place in the Frostbake Omnibus. Their occupation was provisory at best. Another group come and gone. What was that? A sound. Footsteps? My nerves are fraying, dear Netta. Odessa is all I fancy. Your face and the comforts of home. I must go, for they come.
Don't bother the Scion.
The scavenger. Listen to this. I have some wonderful news. I found another piece of parchment, only this one has a slightly different color to it. Older, perhaps, more weathered. It is all very odd. I seem to remember more when I focus, and your little quest has given me something to strive toward. There are numerous Diverga fastings across this island, but I wouldn't stop there. There are dark corners everywhere. Bye, and stay safe. I've been waiting for you. Just look at what I found. Another shred, but this one is larger and its lettering suggests a more recent Diverga script. How did I know that? Well, I believe I may have been a scholar before all this unpleasantness. Well, that's one theory. The Diverga tend to hide their valuables underground, but often somewhere near the water. Of course, flotsam tends to ride the current. Go get that treasure.
Good to see you again.
Greetings.
Good luck out there. I'd come with you, but it's not my nature to travel too far inland.
I don't trust solid ground. Hurry back!
Greetings and salutations. I've done my best to adjust to Cape Solace, but it's a feeble pantomime of my life before. Once I spoke for mighty Rathir, its youngest envoy ever by decades. Now I dole out chores for a little man living on a beach. When great powers speak to each other, it has often been with my own voice. I have a way of getting people to ask for what they really want and accept what I am offering. My gifts failed me, however, when the first sparks of the Crystal War ignited. Perhaps nothing could have stopped it, but I still feel culpable. Perhaps, in my service to Gravehal, I can atone for my failings and bring the peace that eluded me. No one here has been kinder to me than Paddy. I admire his stubborn refusal to accept any setback. Honestly, I count him as my best friend. Nice seeing you. A fine day to you. Nice seeing you.
Greetings. If you're exploring the western coast, be sure to check on Nestor and Cadwal. They're good people, even if they do have privacy.
That crazy maiden nearly tore my hair out. Do you have any idea what it costs to have yourself coiffed in such a manner? No, you probably don't. I suppose I'm your prisoner then. Excellent. And I thought my day couldn't get any better. Calder and I were students together. I took to spellbinding while he took to going mad, it seems. I don't like to judge. Well, I've been to finer islands. This heap of wrecks and zealots has its charms. I'm having difficulty naming them, but I'm sure there are some. You should call him by his true title, Lord Von. His family holds great power in Rathir. Eccentric they are, interested in relics, research and rumors, all of which led them here. Once they knew about Gallows End, they had to find it. Farewell.
Good to see you again. Oh, hello. Have you come to be cross with me too? I'm trying to pitch in. My muse summoned me at a very young age to keep my hands supple for painting. I asked Alder to find me some non-physical labour to do. He started talking about pitching in and helping, and I may have stopped listening. I've asked Alder to find me some non-physical labour to do. I may have stopped listening, or perhaps just wandered off. I can't be sure. He does go on, doesn't he? Since I arrived, everyone keeps asking me to work and hunt or fish. These are not my gifts. Is that the gnome I've seen walking the high scaffolds of Gravehal Keep? Bye.
See you. Let me know when you want me to go searching for shipwrecks. I'm glad to serve as Gravehal Keep scout. I already watch for new shipwrecks on the island anyway. At times I find treasure, sometimes survivors, and occasionally trouble. Would you like me to start salvaging? Gallows End is a curious magnet for shipwrecks, and the fruits of these disasters are our lifeblood. You'd be amazed at what I find. Weird stuff sometimes, but most is damn useful. Food, weapons, gold, armor. I find survivors too. Most are friendly, some not. I've been keeping my eye on a few wrecks off the coast for the last few days. Let me know if any of these sound worth salvaging. Those riptides have delivered us to a traveler's ship. Where there's travelers, I'll wager there's food for the salvage. Guess I'll go find out. See you tomorrow. Be wary.
It's done, my liege. Be sure to have a look around. I am certain you'll be impressed. Incidentally, I've taken the liberty of inviting a recent castaway, a Deirdre Gwent, to serve the keep as your librarian and linguist. You should speak to her in the library. It is a perfect place to display and preserve the ancient books I found in the keep, and any we find as we explore the island. Gravehall could become a center for learning and for the translation of strange and ancient tongues. We've built out, yes, but now it's time to build up. In my dream, the keep was much taller than it is now, and the debris does suggest that there was once a second floor above the throne room with an art gallery. I'll just need you to get me the following materials: 4 bundles of beachstone, 3 bundles of emberwood, 2 bundles of sailcloth, and 3 bundles of sea steel. My dream sheds no light on how the second floor was used. I recall flashes of gold and other bright colors, but I don't know what to make of that. I suppose I'll just build it and see what inspiration occurs. The books mention the construction of a second floor, but nothing about how it was used. Perhaps it was just there to make the keep taller and more impressive, so I'm all for that. I'm not sure that the De Verga are much into art, but it was in my dream that the second floor was an art gallery. Great. Zephwin told me some locations you should be able to find the materials I need. I'll get to work as soon as you're back. What I have planned for the second floor will make a perfect art gallery. Or perhaps it's because I found a small stash of paintings and there's nowhere else for them to go. I will begin construction once we've found the proper materials, one thing at a time. Bye.
Welcome to the Gravehal Keep Library. It's everything I hoped it would be and more. I've only barely arrived and I feel myself again. I didn't know what I was going to do down there without something to read. Even from a young age, I loved languages. I grew up in a town with Alfar, humans, and even a gnome. Made it easy to pick up their native tongues. It's already a fine collection of lost books thanks to Paddy's diligent searching. I hope you will add to it if you discover books around the island. I've been doing some thinking, and I have an idea to build our collection and use my extensive linguistic skill. During my short time here, I found a few books written in ancient languages. I suspect there are more like them on the island waiting to be found. Should you find any more such books, please bring them to me, and I will gladly translate them for you. I can speak half a dozen languages, and I can read twice that. If there's a book I can't translate, I haven't seen it yet. My first days on the island were stressful, so I spent my time exploring as far from the camp as I safely could. On one of these walks, I found an astonishingly old book in a language I didn't know. Translating this book helped me to engage my mind, and I think kept me sane. I soon found another such book, and another. I was still miserable, but I was busy and thinking. I love translating books. Just bring them to me when you find them. It shouldn't take me more than a day to translate anything. And just when I thought things were getting boring, it shouldn't take me more than a day to translate. Take care.
Archsage. It's a pleasure to see you again, Archsage. Deirdre is quite useful to have around. She's even helped me translate an ancient book on spellbinding. A pleasure.
Oh, hi.
Hello. Nothing like teaching a beast how to be civilized. G'day.
It's good to see you. Goodbye, my liege.
may Lyria bless you, my liege, for saving us from that crude village. I was beginning to despair after being greeted by that heretic who rules it. When Patrick found me and told me of your keep, I moved here immediately. I guarantee you that after you receive my healing touch, you will forget all about your troubles. I am unused to surroundings such as these. Perhaps you could hire a maid. I have not had to change linens myself since I was a child. I was sleeping in my cabin when the ship lurched suddenly. The sailors were all exclaiming that something had hit us and that it was a calamity. The ship drifted for days before it finally broke in two. I do not know how I was able to swim so far. Oh, don't fall for this Akara business.
Well, I'll be. It's nice to see a fellow traveler running the show. Patty's been so kind to take me in after my ship wrecked. Don't worry, though. I'm putting myself to use. I sell things, and buy them too. No questions asked. I was doing a stint in Moon Camp when old Irian caught me cheating in dice. He kicked me out of the camp, so I got on the next ship out of Rathir. I was hoping to end up in Edessa, not this crazy island. I didn't really buy my way here so much as stowaway. Things went south when the captain found me and tied me to the sail. That probably saved my life, though, or else I'd be as dead as the rest of them. Takes one to know one. I like what you've done here, like our very own traveler's camp. Come back anytime. hope you're here to put a little gold in my pocket. Come back anytime.